Wilderness Gully West is an excellent introductory Grade 1 scramble south of Dovestone Reservoir in the Northwest Peak District. This video provides a step-by-step guide. Park at Dovestone Reservoir, walk around the south side of the reservoir and then up Chew Road that leads towards Chew Reservoir. The various Wilderness Gullies are on that far hillside underneath the sun. An alternative approach is via the well-marked Oldham Way and then alongside Chew Brook, where the track is rough and indistinct, especially around that corner. One problem with the Wilderness Gullies is that there are so many of them and it's easy to get confused. So here goes. This is Bower Clough, which is not worth scrambling. This is our route, Wilderness Gully West. Next door to it is the Grade 2 Wilderness Gully East, and further round are the rather uninteresting Grade 1 scrambles of Gullies Far East, Far East, and guess what? Far East. If you want to identify which one is Wilderness Gully West, one way of doing it is to say that it is to the right of this rock buttress and to the left of this rocky outcrop. The easiest route down to Chew Brook is following the path that runs round here. It is somewhat two sides of a triangle to get here because the shorter route is to go off the earlier bend and walk across country, but that is more difficult. Here's another check that you're in the right place. Not this non-entity of a gully here, not this Wilderness Gully East, but this between the rock buttress and the rock outcrop. You can cross the bridge and edge your way along the steep bank opposite, but it's simpler to follow the semblance of a path that crosses onto this quasi-island ahead. Even here there are hidden streams and holes underneath the grass and heather, so watch your step. At the foot of the gully by this large rock, I'd recommend going in this way. It is wet and slimy at the start, with this first pitch being beyond Grade 1, so better at this stage to go round to the right. If you do want to try this pitch, you need to jam your foot into that crack, put your hands over on top there whilst holding faith that that chockstone is going to stay in place, and kind of hug and pull yourself up whilst putting your right foot there as you go. As you can see from the green veneer on the rocks, when it's raining or after rains, or even when it's just damp, these surfaces are going to be greasy. So if this is an introductory scramble for you, make sure that it is dry. This is typical of the first section, where you're just stepping up the rocks, using your hands, if at all, to steady yourself, and there are no higher level alternatives if you want something with more bite. The slope of the rocks, the slip of the rocks, the looseness of some rocks means you do need to concentrate on your foot positioning. The difficulty is incrementally increasing, and use of your hands is becoming more and more valuable, if not necessary. Carry on in the gully for standard Grade 1, or at times beside the brook there are these flat sloping rocks where you can try out your footwear and technique for smearing. Right side of this rock for Grade 1, left side for Grade 1 plus up that sloping rock. Similar here. Easier route round to the right. Central line, still Grade 1, but good for practicing smearing and jamming. This pitch is Grade 1, but you're going to need to use your hands, and there are several options, so it's a good place to practice route selection. Up near the top, if you're a higher grade scrambler looking for more of a test, then there are several bouldering outcrops to the right and also to the left. If we ignore those rather imposing walls, then this is the final pitch. The line here looks simple, but those step-ups are really big. Of course, you can just walk around to the left or alternatively to the right and avoid it all. But one scramble route is to come up here, over there, onto that rock, and then end on the left at the top. Once you've finished, you'll be on the edge of Wilderness Plateau by this cairn marker, and you've got various exits depending on what you want to do next. Go home or carry on scrambling. You can head east and go down and over Chew Brook just before you reach the reservoir dam in order to get back to Chew Road. You can down climb the gully. You can head west until just past an outcrop, then go down Bow Clough, which is the quickest and easiest way to get back to Chew Road. Or you can carry on further west and take the steep path down Chew Green, which, like Chew Road itself, eventually leads back to the car park. You can see Wilderness Gully West as a short, simple Grade 1 scramble, nothing special and worth maybe 6 or 6.5 out of 10, particularly given that Charnel Clough and Wilderness Gully East are close by. But if you see it as an introductory scramble, then I'd rate it 8 out of 10, and I'd highly commend it, at least in dry weather. It's got an excellent grading gradient that fits perfectly with learning and gaining confidence as you go. Starts off at the lowest end of Grade 1, graduates onto standard Grade 1, finishes at the high end of Grade 1 where you're having to think about both your hands and your feet. It's also good for practicing basic scrambling techniques like route selection, smearing, jamming and more. If you'd like to scramble Wilderness Gully West, there's a map guide and other details in the text description underneath this video on YouTube.